go study so-and-so. Dude, listen to me. I don't care what study said or what this said. I use glutamine, and I know that glutamine works, you know. Like I said, many people, they want to argue that it doesn't work. Okay, dude, if it doesn't work, you take guys to the Olympia. Let's see how many guys you have. If you're a natural bodybuilder, there's a couple places I suggest you take protein, the glutamine. First, immediately after working out, you know, and that's why if you take the hydro whey, as you see, the hydrolyzed whey have about good 5 to 10 grams of glutamine. So there's no reason to add to it, you see what I'm saying? But the reason why it was added there, because the glutamine is the most, you know, like used or basically the most amino acid that is gone while working out, while your strenuous workout. So you deplete it the most. So it's good to replenish it. So what happened, you know, a lot of, just like a lot of people say, there are studies say it's not good. Well, there's a lot of studies says that it takes your GH level and bring it up by 400%. You know what I'm saying? To a small area, like not a longer time like a synthetic, but it's still, it's a good thing, you know what I'm saying? So if you're in a race and you guys have two identical Porsche, but you added the little nitro, you're gonna beat the other guys. So that's why I like to add little stuff, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily saturate yourself and spend your money, no. Get the best stuff, use very little, it's gonna help. And the second time, for somebody who's natural, I use it at night. I use glutamine before going to bed. You know what I'm saying? It seems to help increase your growth hormone level while you're asleep. Okay? That's why I like glutamine. Listen, I help many people naturally. And a lot of people ask me, can you turn pro natural? Can you? You know what? I'll give you, I don't have to mention a lot of the people. You know what I'm saying? Kai Green, okay? Kai Green, he won so many shows, he turned pro at only 209 to 11 pounds, I believe, at Team Universe. And Team Universe is tested, and he was natural. But remember, Kai started training when he was 13, 14 years old. He didn't turn pro in his late 20s, you know what I'm saying? So it took him good 10, 15 years, you know what I mean? So you're not gonna just turn, you know, pro. Plus, Kai is genetically freak. Even when he was natural, you look at, he have the striations, he have the line. Now, of course, after, you know, he introduced his body to whatever other, you know, stuff, meaning synthetically or whatever, he became 40 kilos, so it's like 80, 90 pounds heavier. You know what I'm saying? But nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. You know what I mean? If you have a dream and you have the will and you give it 100%, you're gonna make it. It doesn't matter who you are. You know, it's very hard. It's very hard, but at the same time, it's very good because, subhanallah, you know, in the Quran, it tells you places that you're supposed to fast and stuff, and people didn't understand it, you know, until today. Now they have so many studies that fasting actually from water and food to a certain time, it can kill many diseases. So maybe, you know, this is a way of God to tell you should fast, you know what I'm saying, to kill those diseases. But definitely in those 6 to 8 hours you gotta drink as much as you can water, and make sure you have a good salt, not this regular salt they have. Use Himalayan salt or Celtic salt. What I do during Ramadan, I suggest to my client to put 1 teaspoon in the water of Celtic water or Himalayan salt, mix it and drink it with each meal. You know, if people ask me when should I work out Ramadan, honestly, it's very variant to different individual. If you're an overweight person, or not necessarily overweight, if you just have enough fat, like you're over 15% for an example, I rather you start your workout before you eat anything. You know what I'm saying? So basically on an empty stomach, because we all know you have plenty of fat, you know, to support, you know, because you're already, glycogen depleted, so your body have to be forced to use your fat for energy. Then right after, you can drink and eat and replenish. Now, if you're somebody who's, you know, too skinny or have a lot of muscles and not a lot of fat, I suggest you eat first and then work out. Otherwise, you're gonna lose what you have. If you set a target, follow it. Because as soon as you go left or right, you're gonna end up somewhere else. It's not at your target anymore. You can go left and right, but as long as you go back on your target, you're gonna achieve it. So yeah, we have obstacle, you know what I'm saying? Just like I told one guy, I started dieting, man, I was doing so great, I was doing awesome, and then, I don't know, my daughter's birthday, and I start eating, and fuck it, that's it, I messed up the diet. No, why? So I told him, wait a second, we're in New York, right? He said, yeah. I said, so now if you're taking your family and you're going to another state, let's say Florida, right? He said, yeah. I said, so you're on your journey to Florida, you have a flat tire, what do? He said, well, I get out and change my tire, And I said, and what do you do after? He goes, I continue for my journey. I said, why? Why don't you do like what you did with your diet? He goes, what do you mean? I said, take a knife and slash the rest of your tires. Ruin the journey completely. He said, wow, that makes sense. Exactly makes sense. So you know what? You had your daughter's birthday, you mess up your diet, you get off your journey. Fix that tire, man. Fix it and go back. Go back on your journey, finish it. You see what I'm saying? Don't just go slash the tire and start eating everything and gain everything you lost and some. No, we're human. And not only this, we're not kids. We're not little kids to hold you by your hand. Here, you want a little candy, little boy or little girl. We're not like this. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I decided I want to do this. I'm going to do it. This is my life. This is how it's going to be. And believe me, when you achieve your goal and you look good, and everybody, especially those people that they were like overweight and they became amazing, not only that you achieve the goal of losing weight, you're going to achieve everything in life. You're going to get married. You're going to have a better position. You're going to have, why? Not because you change the way you look, because the way your mind thinking that way. If you can do it with your own body, you can do anything in life. The only way you're going to be able to maintain your muscles is by eating a good, portions of food that is going to be highly nutrient. So stay away from sugar and stuff like that, because it's not going to help you and your muscles not going to use it. A lot of people, they think, like after fasting certain amount, I'm just going to go eat whatever. That's the wrong way to do it, because then you're so full and you can't eat. So what I suggest, especially like here in the Middle East, we have about 8 hours. So have 4 good meals. You don't even have to wake up and eat them and go back to sleep. You let your body digest them a couple hours. Make sure there's protein, carb, and some type of good fat in them and vegetables. Okay? What's 400 grams protein is going to do to you if your body's not absorbing it? You know what it's doing? It's become toxic. A couple times your body can absorb a lot of protein. It's first thing in the morning and immediately after working out. Those are the only 2 times your protein should be high. The rest of them should be really depends on the individual and your weight. A lot of people ask me about appetite, because as we all know, as bodybuilders, we want to gain weight and there's no appetite sometimes. So there's a lot of different things, natural things. So like, for example, most of the Bs, the B complex, the B1, 6, whatever, in the 70s and 80s, Tom Platz, he always did 25s on a squat, you know what I'm saying? And he had the biggest legs in the world. Kai Green, my client, look at his legs. Branch Warren, my client, look at his legs. And you know what? I'm looking at him, I'm absorbing, and I used to write stuff down. Like Branch, he never did anything less than 15. Like he started with 15 to 25. He never goes do 1 or 2 sets No, because your legs, you're walking on them. They're a different type of tissue. They, the fiber in them. They're not going to grow by doing 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? You got to hit them 15 or more, because anything less than that, like if you do super heavy, you're only training your back and your joint, and that's something in bodybuilding we don't want to do.